A national screening programme for prostate cancer on the NHS is not expected to be recommended by government advisers. Sky News understands that the country's top experts have recommended that only people with specific genetic mutations should be screened in an attempt to catch the disease earlier. The decision comes despite research indicating that a universal screening could prevent approximately 1,500 deaths a year. So, bit of background for you. More than 63,000 men are diagnosed with the disease every year. More than 12,000 of them will die. Around 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed at some point in their lifetime. Earlier, I asked Oliver Kemp, who's Chief Executive of Prostate Cancer Research, what he feels the impact of this decision will be.
We're deeply disappointed with the recommendation. The recommendation that only people with a BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutation will be screened will leave far too many men with their cancer caught far too late.
What is the rationale, do you understand, from the government after its consultations for not making this a universal programme?
So in the past, there's been lots of concerns about overtreatment, taking prostates out when there's no cancer in them, but we've been arguing that all of that system for diagnosing prostate cancer has changed dramatically over the last few years, and our risk of overtreating people has dropped.
So it's not a cost argument, from what you understand?
No, so actually we did some work with Deloitte to cost out all of those costs and benefits, and actually for black men and men with a history of it in the family, there are actually cost savings to the NHS of doing this.
Right. So for the people who have an enhanced risk, you mentioned a couple of the groups there, was consideration given about including them? Because now they only want to roll out a screening for people with a specific genetic mutation, and that's within a certain age band, isn't it? So what about the other groups? Was consideration given to that as far as you understand it?
As far as we understand, we haven't seen the full analysis of what's been recommended, but as we do know that they specifically asked to look at those 3 groups, the BRCA1, BRCA2 mutation that you just mentioned, and black men and men with a family history. All of those 3 groups were looked at separately, and we're deeply disappointed that that's going to just increase further inequalities.
But you don't understand the rationale why those groups were not included?
Well, we don't understand. We understand that they were included from the analysis, but we don't understand why that decision was made not to recommend screening for those groups. We know that black men have twice the risk of getting prostate cancer, and people with a family history have 125% more risk of getting prostate cancer. Working with those groups first wouldn't overwhelm the NHS, it's cost effective, and it would save many lives.
Yeah, I mean, you seem, the way you put it there, it seems like it was a no-brainer. How are you responding to the government's decision on this?
Well, they're opening up a public consultation over the next 3 months. Wes Streeting has said he will review the evidence and bring together the people to input into that public consultation. We want to put the message out loud and clear to government that the evidence has changed. We can't go with old data. We have to go with what's actually happening in the real world. And we have to make sure that we save men's lives, particularly the groups that are most at risk, those that don't come forward to their GP, those that don't ask for a PSA test. Those are the people most likely to die.